Alright lads, yes it's that time again, another stage in the life of our boy Demetrius. For anyone who's a bit lost, I'm going to catch you up real quick. We started off with two randomly generated Sims, Carrie and Cecil. These are our main characters' grandparents. Our lovely couple then had a child together who they named Luz. Luz is great, we love her. Luz had a one night stand with Simeon, who we hate. He's a grumpy loser. Everybody boo. Anyway, Luz gave birth to a beautiful baby named Demetrius, who is our main man. Now Demetrius is special because his life is decided by the game. We have no control. All we can do is observe. He was a very sweet, happy toddler, and he grew into a creative, adventurous child. We did notice fairly quickly that he had 2 brain cells, but we love him anyway. Demetrius was the kind of teenager who played in traffic. After being an angel thus far, he was given the hot-headed trait. Also, his dream was to become a bodybuilder. School didn't come easy to him. Let's be honest, nothing came easy to him. We did get to watch him transform from a doughy simpleton to the chiseled himbo he is today. He managed to graduate as an average student and entered adulthood with the active trait. This worked out surprisingly well. So now we have our main character, an active, adventurous bodybuilder with anger issues. And now it's time for the next chapter of his story, University. So, here we are, Brightchester University. We're studying biology because that helps him to achieve his lifelong dream of being a bodybuilder. He's also going to be on the football team because it feels like the right thing to do. He gets settled into dorm life quickly, getting along great with his new roomies, even if he does insist on being shirtless. I put some of his items in his new room so that he doesn't get too homesick. I feel like the egg rug really pulls the room together. There's some photos up on the wall of him and his school buddies, and he's got his football and his guitar. Oh. Okay, well, I guess it's everyone's guitar now. Now, university in this game is actually no joke. We have to complete 12 courses, and each one takes a week. I decided to start off with 3 classes a week because otherwise this is going to take ages. He has to give a presentation for one of the classes, and the other 2 have exams. He also has football pretty much every day, so it's not going to be easy, but I believe in him. As a quick reminder, here's his personality traits. He's unlocked quite a few aspiration rewards, some of them more useful than others. Technically his dad is a wizard, so he actually has spellcaster blood. I honestly can't see him going down a magic route, but you never know with this kid. As for skills, his fitness is high and he's charismatic. I thought his dancing would be higher with the amount of boogieing he does, but it's only a 4. Everything else is pretty bad. It is Saturday, but he's getting a head start on his presentation. Or at least that was the plan anyway. Apparently his new roommates decided this was the perfect time to break out the violins. Peace seems to be an impossible goal, so we went out to explore the campus. He met the mascot, which was apparently very exciting. There was some kind of lame football event going on, so we decided to check it out. Already filled with team pride, Demetrius sprayed the enemy team's mascot with fart spray. Even though the party was a bit of a flop, he did get to meet some new people and have a lukewarm beer. He had the tummy rumblies, so he headed over to the cafeteria for some dinner. But wait, who is that I see? Is that Don Lothario again? Has he followed us to university? Will we ever be rid of him? I don't know what this man's problem is, but I don't trust him. Still, there's not many options for food here, so we'll just grin and bear it and hope that it's not poisoned. And somehow that's the first day over. It's home for a very public shower, which he seems fine with. Then off to Betty Buys. One more day of bumming around before classes start. He starts off the day by getting some homework done in the common area. He's not very modest, he just kind of walks around half naked most of the time. He made a decent start on his work whilst his roommate annihilated his SimCity. There was some kind of debate going on in the quad, so we went over to get coffee and check it out. Everyone was very into it, but our boy just seemed mostly confused and bored. He is a stereotypical high school jock, so that's to be expected. Eventually he got bored enough to start riling up the crowd like it's some kind of sports game. We took a little journey over to our Nemesis campus. Filled with school loyalty and creative spirit, he took it upon himself to decorate their statue. It turns out that they were having their own lame football party, so we stuck around to break some bread over a classic game of beer pong. Which he lost, by the way. Embarrassing, really. Between both campuses there's a small pub where everyone meets up to hopefully be civil to each other. You would think that this would be a great place to grab a pint and get to know some of his classmates. But you forget that this is an EA game, so someone else took his drink and nobody would sit at the table at the same time. A couple of students did join him for a game of not Jenga, but they got up and walked away again. Thankfully, Demetrius's best friend is Demetrius, so he had fun just playing by himself. We ended up calling it an early night before class starts tomorrow. Hopefully he can handle this busy week so we don't have to drop any classes. Well, I guess we'll see. Right, first day of the week. We got this. He has to live with other people now, so I'm hoping that he can keep his rage contained enough to actually make some friends. These hopes were dashed quickly as he got angry for absolutely no reason at all on his way to his first class. After glaring at the wall for a bit, we stomped off to make a good first impression. Lunchtime hit, so we went over to the cafeteria for some nibbles. Oh, and now he hates classical music. This is going to be a problem if he's always in a bad mood, because he'll end up hating everything. Apparently, sitting in the sun by this beautiful canal did nothing for our angsty boy, although I did enjoy getting some B-roll footage. It reminds me of England, only less depressing. Oh, easels! The art nerds are here! This could be an excellent opportunity for Demetrius to rediscover his creative side. It's supposed to be live figure drawing, but I thought we'd tap into some of those emotions instead. I think he's trying to give us some insight into his mind, and honestly, it's concerning. I figured we'd pocket that one and bring it up with the therapist further down the line. Right now, we have important business to attend to. It's time to break up with What's-Her-Face. She was his first love, his dream high school goth GF. His roomie decided to tag along, which is awkward, but whatever. Moral support, maybe? So there we go, his first ever breakup. We laughed, we loved, we lost. He's going to be sad about this for a few days now. It's better to have loved and lost, etc, yada yada, let's go to the GeekCon! What better way to cheer someone up than with some not Wii Sports at the Nerd Fair? Well, it didn't really work, and he just ended up crying into his hot dog. Sensing her son's pain, Luz called and asked him to visit. Seriously, we moved out 4 days ago and we're already neglecting her. We'll visit her tomorrow, but right now I have a lecture, followed by football practice. He's very in demand. So adult Sims can now grow body hair, and apparently Demetrius's beard grows in as mutton chops. I am equal parts horrified and impressed. Mostly horrified though, oh my god, I was just trying to get a good shot. It is more confirmation that his head is empty. Unfortunately, he didn't have time to shave before class, so we just had to hope that everyone is too hungover to notice. If this is anything like my university experience, then that's pretty much to be expected. He's still very sad about his breakup, bless him. Sad is better than angry though, maybe. He's also very tired, so we snuck in a quick nap between classes. I feel like Demetrius is a me snorer rather than a honk shoer. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. With all the classes for the day done, he has a duty to drop by his family home. He really has no time for himself. I did actually adopt a dog for Luz, but it was a puppy the last time I saw it, so I had no idea what it was going to look like. I feel like if you were to go off to university and your mother gets a dog, then this is exactly what it would look like. Maybe it reminds her of her son. After a very brief catch-up, I thought we should make good use of the time and have a shave and a nap. And with our quest completed, we headed back home for the night. Whilst we're working hard at uni, our housemates are otherwise entertained. I assume that this guy has been electrocuted, but I don't know how much I trust those cookies. But then again, it would be rude to turn them down. Honestly, a lot of the university gameplay is just kind of sitting around, waiting for him to be done with classes and homework. Oh, and watching him walk from one building to another. I'm gonna cut out the boring bits for you guys, but hopefully we will still have some time for shenanigans. We asked one of his teammates for some feedback on his presentation, but I guess she wasn't feeling it. At least he's finally finished it. And it's looking pretty good, even if I do say so myself. Just a couple more exams left and then we can wrap up this semester. +3 speed, let's go! Okay, the results are in. 2 A+ and a B-, which isn't surprising because I signed him up for that gardening class by accident. And with that, it's time to sign up for some more. He still has 9 classes to complete, so I'm gonna do another 3 and then maybe take it down to 2 after that. We'll see. I would like to take him out to celebrate, but tonight is the big game. There's no rest for this poor boy. Oh, they're passing the ball to him. Might as well take the shot. Goal! Good on you, lad. Truly the MVP. Now go to bed. You've earned it. Seeing as it's Saturday, I thought we'd hang out with our high school buddies. Why does he have to be angry all the time? Surely you can't be angry with a boba tea. Oh great, now he hates S-pop music. At this rate he's gonna hate all music, as well as comedy. He's only just hit adulthood and he's already a crotchety old man. They had a nice little catch-up. It was kinda sweet and wholesome. But then Demetrius started ruining it. I think I might make him start meditation so we can deal with this burning rage. But right now, we're gonna go home before he ruins these friendships. Unfortunately, football only gets Sundays off, so it's back to the grind. But then I finally got to take him out with some friends to unwind for a bit. The bartender was off doing God knows what, so we just helped ourselves. Nothing can stop us tonight. We even managed to get a table full of people. I thought this might be a good chance to scope out some romantic options. Nobody has caught his eye for a while, so I'm kind of unsure what his type is. Hey, well, now we know. He's not fussy. He's pretty much down for whatever. Maybe someone special will catch his eye at some point, or maybe he's destined for his own cult. We just have to wait and see what happens. For now, it's just hanging with the new homies, playing some beer pong, and harassing strangers. We finished the night with a round of darts. Of course, our whiz kid was like, this is how it's done. That win is gonna go straight to his head. We finally get a day off. Well, kind of. He needs to get a head start on his term paper. It wasn't long until he got a phone call to go to the flea market, and as per the rules, he has to go. Miho is one of his teammates, so they're kind of buddies now. Whilst he was grabbing food, we got treated to a blast from the past. This rosy-cheeked ray of sunshine was one of our high school classmates. Oh, hold on, so was this guy. He won prom royalty. Wow, we're all grown up now. He's actually in one of his rare good moods, so we just savoured the moment. He does have to get back though, so he can get a good night's sleep before the chaos begins again. I was wondering what was taking so long, so I went to find him. This wasn't exactly what I expected, but it was on the list. I worry about him, but at least he has his helmet on. It's snowing! We love snow, right, Demetrius? Right? He loves it. So this term we have a presentation, a term paper, and an exam. It's gonna be busy, but we can handle it. I'm gonna just take 2 classes next time, and maybe move him into student housing. We also need some kind of income, because our pennies are not gonna last forever. Also, his personal life needs attention as well. Well, for now, let's just finish this snowman. As I've mentioned before, Demetrius is creatively gifted, so this should be good. Okay, let's just move on. Time for some cinnamon roll cannibalism, and then it's back to the grindstone. He's getting pretty confident at presenting now, although only when nobody is watching. A roomie walked past him practicing and he went all shy. Oh, it's Christmas! We don't have time for festivities. We do have a violin in our inventory and I don't know where it came from, so I just gifted it to this guy as a thoughtful gesture. I feel like that's enough. A bit of homework between lectures. Oh look, Simeon's spirit is fading away. However will we go on? Same old routine, a bit of kickabout before football practice starts, and then we get home just in time for Santa. He has been a good boy, so we got a present. He seems to like it, whatever it is. Oh, it's a rock. As long as he's happy, I guess. It's been a successful year really, so I think it's a good place to start wrapping this part up. The last thing I want to do is finish his aspiration, which means getting him to level 10 fitness. He's already level 9, so one good visit to the gym should do it. Once he's finished this aspiration, we can have a new one, and honestly, I'm a bit nervous. If he gets something like Master Vampire, then that's going to turn his life in a very different direction. Or the Strangerville one would be tragic. But RNG is RNG, and who are we to question it? Okay, there we go. It's officially time. Please be kind to me, random number generator. Please. So we set that to 14 and we get a 3. So that's creativity. So far so good. Then we generate 1 through 6 and 2 is painting. Ah, it's perfect. He's taking after his granddad. Honestly, that couldn't have gone better. Now let's spend some of those points. We got unique appearance, which means that he will always stand out, and night owl, meaning he builds skill quickly at night. How did this go so well? I almost feel like I somehow cheated. So, that's it for today. Go on, get out of here. The next part is already filmed, but I still need to edit it, so you're gonna need to be patient with me. More university shenanigans are on the way. Okay, well, Happy New Year, friends. I hope 2023 brings you all the happiness you deserve. Love you, babe. XOXO Ellie out.